So the story time. Okay. One night I was asleep. Now this is a little story of the time that I had a dream so vivid and so I want to say realistic that it made me question my sexuality as a man.
Okay, okay.
Now,
I'm already going directions I didn't. Okay, go
I
on.
didn't anticipate this. Don't worry, it happens. Um, how do you think I felt? uh, okay, I just took off my glasses. Hopefully, I have a bit better face tracking. Maybe I should put it over here if I can ever fucking move it. How about that? Okay, let me just adjust myself real
Ooh, homemade muffin.
quick. Okay, so um, mm, holy shit, that shit's good. It's just so tangy, but where was I? Oh yeah, so I had fallen asleep one night, and in my dream, I had woken up as a dude I'm gonna refer to as Marcus. So Marcus, so Marcus was not quite a self insert, but I think just a character I made up in this world. Now, I didn't technically have control. It was more of a situation where it was a nice little thing that I was along for the ride for. What is that noise, Charlotte?
Probably the windshield wipers. Here, let me quiet them down. Is that better?
Story, God, the way you narrate the story, it just sounds worse and worse as you continue.
Oh, it gets better. Okay, so I'm gonna narrate from Marcus's point of view for a while.
Mm.
Marcus was at the top of the world for himself. He had a great fiance. He was in a good business, and most importantly, he was getting medicine for his genetic abnormality. Now, this encouraged me to add Marcus into my campaign for D&D, but the specifics on his genetic abnormality, or basically his genetic mutation, was that he could turn into a giant goat man thing, goat man werewolf thing. Yeah, yeah, it was great. Uh, Now his fiance, who I will refer to as Emma from here on out, is a raging bitch. Is it not winking? Oh no, it just has bad face tracking at the moment. Oh man, I love the intricacies of the iPhone face tracking. And how sometimes they're really good and how sometimes it's really shit. Like right now it's really shit. Eyes are all the way closed. Close them. Oh well. So Marcus and his fiance Emma. One day they get into a little argument, and Marcus ends up leaving. I don't remember what the argument was about, but essentially Marcus had found something out about Emma and confronted her. And I think I think she was cheating on him, but it's hard to say because I can't remember it fully. Now, here's where
Man,
the
the
spicy stuff.
remembering is saga, and I can barely remember what I dreamt last night.
No, I woke
Yeah,
up.
guys.
I was woken up in the middle of the final climax. and
Oh
I wrote it all down as soon as I woke up, and then I promptly lost the paper like 2 weeks ago. So I want to have an audio log of this, and also I can post this onto YouTube as just the stupid things I've dreamt about. So, um, Emma, Emma is so Marcus. His wonderful job is from Emma's father. I'm gonna call Emma's father rich CEO number one. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Let's call him hmm, POS number one. There we go. Yeah. So POS number one and Emma. Ooh, hold that Sprite's getting to me. POS number one, Emma, the decide a plan. Essentially, what they're going to do is they're going to frame Marcus for murder or another crime. So they do, and and anyways, Marcus gets put in jail pretty much immediately because from his point of view, oh excuse me, ow. Okay, so from Marcus's point of view, he had gone out for a night drive to calm down, and then roughly the next morning, Emma's gone. She left him a note, and as he leaves their apartment building, Marcus is arrested. Now,
let me guess. For the death of Emma.
no, actually, the crime was specific in the dream, and I wrote it down as uh, a spaghetti noodle, like the shape of a spaghetti noodle. Not the word spaghetti noodle, but I was half awake when I was writing this, and I had eaten spaghetti for dinner the night before, so you can blame that. So I will never be able to
Perfect.
tell what exactly the crime that he committed according to
What
law
is
was.
spaghetti noodle?
Anyways,
Okay.
Emma treated him like he was a despicable monster, and that she had seen him commit the crime, and no one was listening to him.
My ears.
Um, and so while he was in his cell, another person came up to his cell, and they were just unlocking all the cage doors into the prison. Now, the society is a bit corrupt, but that's the intricacies of my D&D world that essentially have a weird effect on my dreams because I'm a weirdo who always thinks about D&D and how that can have like some fun little aspect. Um Now this unique individual, I will call them Sam. For a generic okay, just so you can get it into your mind what Marcus, Emma, and Sam look like. Marcus is a lightly tanned, I want to say Hispanic man with brown hair
Is
and brown
that
eyes.
deep that we need visualizations of what they look like?
Huh?
Is it that deep that we need visualizations of what
Yes,
they look like?
Yes.
because also any good story writer will give you like actual detail into what somebody looks like. Um,
Mhm.
Emma's a blonde-haired, lighter skinned elven woman, which is important for my D&D campaign, but nothing else. She also has huge tatas to boost up the little factor.
I see what Marcus saw in her.
Oh, of course we all do. We all do. A good pair of tutus can keep a man from seeing all red flags, like a pair of
Mm,
blinders on a horse. Now,
you know what? I watched Future Diaries, so I guess you're right.
there's two other characters as well, but they are for later. The depiction of Sam, just so I can get it into all your minds, is a petite elven, technically androgynous character, leaning more towards the feminine traits.
So a trap.
Yes, a trap. Now, Sam also had uh dark purple eyes and black hair. That's the generic appearance. There's little specifics, things like Emma always wore makeup, a full face regardless of what she was doing. Sam Sam's bottom lip was often colored black, and Marcus took care of his appearance enough, but not that much.
This man having full blown D&D sessions in his dreams.
I do actually.
Or
It's how I process and make new ideas. I just let my sleep
do you
apnea
not
wake
do
me up. I wait till
I
the
want
heart
to play
attacks put me
D&D again.
asleep.
It's been so long since I've been in a campaign. I want to play more.
I want to get one back together, but at the same time, I don't have the time.
You're way too busy, Darwin. You're way too fucking busy. What do you...
Yeah, maybe when streaming like really blasts off for me, I can just focus on doing the fun things.
Well, I mean, you have an almost completely empty schedule except for Tuesdays and Thursdays. You could set a bi-weekly game up in your schedule.
That would be okay, except for the problems that I'm. Uh, okay. Easiest way to put this: I live at my dad's to help watch my dad because he is a sick man.
That's fair.
On top of that, uh, Wednesdays and Mondays and Fridays. Wednesday, Monday, Friday. I don't always, but I sometimes have to uh drive out and pick up my younger sibling. Hi, Percy. Just so you before you start speaking or anything, I am recording the audio from this chat in case you want to talk. Be careful. I would like to have your consent before you say a word. If not,
He left, and he's back.
welcome back, Percy. If you do not feel like giving me your consent, feel free to mute and type it down. I'll read out whatever you type. I promise.
Pick
Okay.
Penguin or Joker. You're not both. Either do the Penguin
Okie
voice or
dokie.
do the Joker
That's
voice.
what Percy said. Okay, so to continue on with the story, so Sam had gone up to Marcus's cage and had unlocked it. Marcus, leaving his cage, looking at Sam, asks, "Who are you?" Sam proceeds to turn around and say absolutely shit all before turning back around and walking down the hallway. So Marcus did the only logical thing and followed this mysterious stranger down the hall because you get framed of a crime by your fiance.
Don't worry, he rolled a nat 20. He's fine.
Essentially, yeah. Um, but I actually used this story as a plot point in my D&D that was unfolding when I had to cancel it, which sucks. Gotta love real life events, that's for sure.
Mhm.
So, where was I? Oh yeah, okay. So Marcus and Sam proceeded to walk down the hall, unlocking all the cages. A small group of people were following those two. Um, and then they make it to the exit of this temporary holding area. And the two guards that were sitting there noticed the hooded figure first, and they were like, hold. And then they noticed a bunch of prisoners. And you know what they chose to do? Run for their
What?
goddamn lives.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
Smart.
free the prisoners, start a prison riot.
You see a hooded figure and you see like 50 people behind him, you run. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, there's like no better excuse for that.
I don't know. I mean, in the D&D games I take it, the party would throw themselves at the hooded figure and somehow come out on top, or die trying.
Emphasis on the die try. Uh, now, yada yada, prison break, yada yada. It's a whole bunch of action scenes. Essentially, what ended up happening is all the prisoners made it to the outside courtyard, where there was just a whole bunch of cops waiting. And so Sam books it to the left.
You know
I I
what? This
I can't
this
say
gives
it
me
enough.
Jack 2 vibes. This gives me Jack and Daxter 2 vibes.
Yeah, I could see that. Um, by the way, my like the way I was watching this whole scene would switch between third person and Marcus's point of view. Weird ass dream. I loved it so much. I love when those dreams happen. Now, this is one part where it switched to Marcus's point of view. So, in a second, you just see like 50 cops, like all pointing guns, hands up in the air, and then the little hooded figure in front of you books it to the left. So he did the only logical thing, and he booked it to the left. Um, so there's a lot of other people, and so did the cops. Uh, Now a lot of those people were there for a mix of reasons, some valid, some not valid. I think one dude in the entire crowd was literally just there because he had a spoon backwards. Weird dream stuff like that.
At this point, I'm surprised you didn't start fucking lucid dreaming and start controlling everything.
No, I wish I could. Holy shit, I would make an entire D&D campaign actual. No, I don't have that type of power. Now the dreams sometimes stay consistent. I'm also skipping over the parts that just make no sense, like the part where Sam actually was two people in a hood, and then just suddenly changed to one person. That I leave out for consistency reasons.
And now there is a cat.
That too, that kind of stuff I leave out. Just random.
No, I mean if you look in Discord, there is now a cat.
What? What? No.
Look in the call. There's now a cat.
What do you mean? There's now a cat? I don't see a cat. Oh, yeah, that's a cat. Okay, very nice. I can barely see. I don't wear glasses when I'm doing little story times like this. Helps me think.
I can't see at all. So,
You're
So
driving. You shouldn't be singing.
you're driving. You
Besides
should
the
be
road.
seeing
yeah.
the
Besides
road.
the road.
So after making it a bit further away, Marcus and Sam somehow split away from the main group, and they made it to this construction yard where they proceed to hide in a giant metal box. Now Sam is staring at Marcus, and Marcus is like, "Who are you?" And Sam looks at him and proceeds to say nothing. Um, and Marcus is, getting noticeably confused and worried. Like, did I just broke out of jail? I could have waited my trial and been probably like like an innocent man. Realizing that he just broke out of jail with a complete stranger of unknown origin, he started to get back up to go back to prison, where Sam proceeded to grab him and give him like a little note. And all the note says on it,
What the fuck is even going on anymore?
that's what I was wondering. That's what I was wondering. Now, the note said something along the lines of stay quiet and don't move. Now, I couldn't read the note, I just knew what it said. This is because you can't read shit in dreams.
What do
Like,
you mean?
sometimes
Yes,
I
you can.
swear to God you can.
Yes, you
Like
can.
no, like legitimately, you cannot read stuff in dreams. Your brain cannot like formulate it.
That is that's gotta be false. I've read things in my
No.
fucking dreams
So
before. That
it pops into your head. You know what it says because you know everything that's going on. It's just what your brain selects to give you. So you actually cannot physically read something, but you just know
no,
what
I
this.
swear there's pieces of paper, like actual like menus and shit with writing on it that's actually like
Well, we could be having this debate on for hours and hours. But anyways,
continue your dream.
um, so Marcus is sitting there and he's reading a note and he looks up and Sam like he sees the lower half of Sam's face. So he sees the bottom lip with the makeup on or not makeup with the lipstick on and the more feminine features. And was instantly like snapped to it like, "Oh, hot." That kind of thing. Now, this is before the monumental plot twist. And that's if Sam's even the trap. Because guess what? There's two more characters I haven't introduced.
Are you in this dream though, or did this just change your sexuality by what's happened?
Oh no. I'm getting there. I could also be lying. Maybe there are no two other characters. You'll have to watch the entire 30-minute video in order to find out on YouTube
What?
and oh my god.
Are you plugging the video
No, I'm
that you
recording.
are currently recording?
No, but that's gonna be fucking trippy if I could actually land this in 30 minutes. No, so Marcus and Sam proceeded to stay in that little pod, and the police run right by. Now, they were trying to figure out how to get out. Well, specifically, Marcus was. Because Marcus is still seeing the situation. Ma- may I demonetize the video? No, you may not. Now Marcus was still trying to get out of this situation. I don't even have monetization yet, so it doesn't even matter.
Don't worry, we're past the 5 minute mark. You can cuss all you want, it won't demonetize.
Oh man, I need a burp. So, anyways,
I think that's still a thing.
um, where was I? Ah, oh, excuse me. Ow. I hate how that feels.
You know, to anyone but us, I don't think
Oh,
anyone
I'm
would
gonna have to.
believe you're drinking Sprite. I think they believe you'd be drunk.
No. I'm drinking Sprite. I got a whole pint of Sprite with me.
Yeah, a pint of Sprite, because that's what they call it.
No. So I have a beer glass. This thing's bigger than a water bottle. You have to fill it with 2 or 3 water bottles in order to fill it up to the max. And I filled it with
Oh,
Sprite.
uh-huh. Yeah.
Now, anyways, going back to it. Marcus proceeded to stay put, and him and Sam got to a little chat. Now, at this point, I should probably describe their voices because I forgot to do that earlier. Marcus has a deeper, rougher voice. Think there is no one with a voice that's quite accurate to it. And I just realized that in here. We're gonna use Tyler's as a rough, like a rough estimation, and then
Or,
deepen
you
that.
could use an actor whose voice actually represents
Markiplier.
like,
Marcus had Markiplier's voice. That's whose voice we're gonna take. Uh,
oh, God, if only you had an editor, you could be like, put Markiplier's voice in here.
no, I wish. Now Emma had a more Valley Preppy Girl School voice. If you
I
know what
can do
that means
that.
by it. Yeah.
Darwin, I could do that. You know that voice
Don't
irritates
don't do
everyone.
it. Actually, I
I
always
can
The
You
funny
know
part
the
is I
voice.
told Zay about the stream immediately after, and she actually drew me 3 things for D&D. Would you guys like to see them?
Sure, but you know
At
the
this point in
voice.
the video, I'll probably just pop up images real quick. But yeah, this is a little auditory
Remember,
reminder for myself.
remember when I was trying to get people to Nuzlocke Pokemon Reborn with me, and I'd voice
Oh
act the
god.
characters?
Don't talk about it to me. I don't want to think about it.
I could do the voice still. I still
Okay,
got the
okay,
voice.
here's the characters. What's that sound?
That was Charlotte.
You alright, Charlotte?
I haven't said anything.
Okay. Anyways,
Well, it came
so
from your
Tyler, go ahead
creepy
and
voice.
look in the chat. This is what the characters roughly look like. Um, and Sam actually had the exact voice that you could hear if you looked at that portrait.
Holy shit, those are some large knockers.
Oh my god, that was fucking. That was perfect timing. Um,
That's when you flash the image on screen when I say that.
holy shit, those are huge knockers. Yeah, perfect timing for that. I'm gonna use that. So, anyways, um,
Shit, I don't know. I just gave you a clip you can use to play on your stream. Someone tips
so
you some money.
so Sam. Oh my god, that's actually fucking great. Somebody tips me any amount of money. Holy shit,
Holy
those are
shit,
huge
fucking some
knockers.
money.
But Sam had a more feminine voice. I cannot remember for the life of me Sam's exact voice. No one I've seen on the internet has the perfect voice for it. There are a few candidates
Can I
that
make a suggestion? Can I
yeah.
make a suggestion? You've watched High School DxD, right?
Yeah.
The
Make it
vampire trap from DxD.
causing me physical harm here, man. This can't be good for my health. Where was I? Oh
Continuing is
yeah,
fine.
Sam.
Continuing is fine.
I don't have any voice that I could put and go, yeah, that's Sam's voice. But Sam has a more feminine voice overall, and is generally a pretty hardworking character. Now, there was a little bit in the dream where I can't say what happened, but it goes from point A to point B.
Demonetization.
No, it's not demonetization or what you're thinking of, you lewd motherfucker. It is specifically non-let. It's just completely like useless thought that happened. Like my dream got derailed and then re-railed. Like if I was unlucky that night, I would have just have lost a dream from that point.
At this point, I'm starting to believe this wasn't just one dream. This
No,
has
it
been
was one
going
dream.
on for a while.
This is all one dream. Like all of the points happened like back to back to back. This next part's actually the longer part. So it turns to Sam and Marcus finally making it back to where Sam's place is. And Marcus is just like completely shocked at the like the devastation around him. Now, um Sam's
And
place,
he's
to easily describe it, was an abandoned apartment an abandoned apartment building on a damaged and desiccated street of just war-torn houses. That's where Sam lived. Now, somehow it had internet, water, and all the necessities for a
it's a
hacker.
dream, plot armor, and anime.
Yeah, plot armor. But more or less, that's where Sam was operating from. Now,
So
Sam
exactly
themselves.
how high were you?
I was actually stone cold sober when I went to sleep.
Some weird ass wonky shit, Darwin.
If you're really really curious, I had been going on a I think it was 4 or 5 days with little to no sleep.
Here's the other thing though, Darwin. Our dreams are like meant to help us sort out our problems. Like I don't like subconscious. Our dreams are our subconscious trying to work out problems that we didn't
All I'm
address
saying
during the
is that
dream.
if I met a hot enough femboy. No, 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 no. That's a joke. That's a joke.
They should be
I like how
Oh,
Charlotte's just dying. I know
yeah,
by
no,
fact that she can hear us, but we cannot hear her.
great.
her.
Now to continue this a beautiful, amazing story of mine. Um, Sam and Marcus proceeded to get to know each other over the span of about a week in Dream. In Dream. God, that sounds wrong.
You know what? This makes almost as much sense as like a knockoff Matrix movie.
It does. It does make almost as much sense. More or less,
That
one
I
day
decided
something goes bad,
to hop and call
and Sam and Marcus get basically locked up. And now the previous thing they were doing was trying to get Marcus medicine because when he transforms, he forgets stuff. He becomes a wild monster essentially. And so they had locked Marcus, who was on his last few hours before being forcibly transformed, in a small environment with Sam in a nearby cage. And what had happened was Marcus didn't tell Sam why he needed the medication. Now, by this point in the dream, they were already like mediocre friends. So this is where it goes from like revenge story to action thriller to romance.
to monster fucking. Okay.
To telenovela. So
Uh,
the next part is Marcus starts to transform. Now, he transforms to be, I want to say, significantly bigger than where he was in. So he started denting in the walls and um well, his cage sort of blew open because of his transformation, and he ripped off Sam's cage hinges. And Sam just sort of walked behind the inflowing case of chaos that Marcus caused. And when they finally got back to Sam's hideout, Marcus had finally managed to revert on his own. Think Black Widow and Hulk type situation. it,
this just sounds like a basic ass werewolf plotline.
it literally is. It literally is just a basic ass werewolf plotline. Now, up to this point, the first person moments were only during like action scenes. This is the part that like really started to alter my perception.
Oh
Now,
my god.
Sam and Marcus proceeded to go up to a high structure because they were still trying to look out for the cops. And Sam's more annoyed that Marcus didn't tell him or tell them about the fact that Marcus transformed into a fucking giant goat man. You know what? I'll call it what it is: a goat wolf. Transformed into a goat wolf, a were goat wolf,
Where go? It's a where goat.
a were goat wolf.
Where
Well, no,
goat.
actually, it did have like a snout of a goat and everything, and it just had a big pair of horns.
It's where goat.
Were goat. Um, were goat wolf. Uh, Now Marcus proceeded to like talk to Sam. They had a heart to heart, like an honest heart to heart about how Marcus grew up. And it was the most basic ass story about, oh yeah, I had to grow up on my own. I went to college to try to better myself, and I met Emma, who turned out to betray me for some weird reason.
Also, I'm kind of like Superman. My parents found me in an alien space capsule.
But no, so at this point, it actually turned into first person. And I was like, oh, shit's about to happen. Of course, I didn't know shit's about to happen. I was like, why am I like I was still a third party observer in this situation. And Marcus and Sam are talking. And then Marcus looks into Sam's eyes, and a glimmer of something there sparks.
The switch.
And Sam goes in for the kiss, and they make out on the top of the crane.
Yeah.
Your dreams, man. What the hell?
Hey, gotta kiss the homies goodnight.
Oh
So,
god.
anyways, a bit more of the dream actually happened, where Sam and Marcus proceeded to actually fall in love, and they began to spread the injustices of the world with other people, and actually make the members of the POS group number 1, 2, and 3 well known. Now, this is where we're gonna introduce the mysterious character number 1. I do not have a portrait of this person, and I'm gonna call them. Give me a name because I never actually got around to naming them.
Uh, Gwenna.
Who?
Gwenna.
Gwen. That works. I know you said Gwenna, but I'm not saying Gwenna. Uh,
Guinevere. Guinevere.
so Gwen, while Marcus is getting some shopping done, he runs into a figure that looks very similar to Emma, but with slightly different features. This is Gwen. Now, Gwen immediately hits on Marcus, and she's not taking no for an answer. And this ends when Sam comes out of the fucking woodwork and being like, "Hey, that's mine. Step off." Now, Gwen, this is the maximum of Gwen's actual uselessness. She's never introduced ever again, and I don't know what happens to her. So the name
You know
Gwen
what?
is now completely useless.
I figured it out. I figured out what your dream was trying to tell you. You have too many Sims.
Now, anyways, now this is the real big part about it. I lied about having another character. We're about 40 minutes in. There was no fifth character. There are only three main characters, one side character who immediately got used and wasted. Nothing else. I lied. If you stayed this long, thank you. Anyways,
Darwin,
there's
where could
slightly
I
more.
even gone?
You're forceful with us.
I can't even drive away from
You literally cannot drive away.
Darwin.
You literally can't even
She
speak,
can't even
apparently.
talk.
So, to continue this
I
fun
can't
little
even
sequence
leave
of
the
events, um, there was a romantic scene of an adult nature between uh Sam and Marcus, and then about quarter of the way through it, at a little part that I will lovingly refer to as kisses is a good way to phrase it. I woke up.
Man, what do
I
you
see.
smoke before bed? Like, seriously.
I woke up and I was laying there. Now, what you have to keep in mind is from the point of the crane onwards, I never left first person.
Oh,
And for me, it felt like weeks. And I
You know
wake
what?
up.
If Marvel's taught me anything, it's your dreams are another you in the multiverse.
Hmm, That's terrifying. Uh, because I woke up. I woke up and I was laying
You're
there for a minute.
aware, go.
I woke up and I was laying there for a minute, and I didn't know what was real, what was fake. And I looked around, and I was just sitting there. Was filled with the loss that I would never see my significant other. And then it snapped to me. All my normal memories came back rushing to me. And I was like, I'm straight.
And you're
I'm
dating.
straight. Wait, I'm straight. I'm not into men. What was that about? I sat
To be fair,
at
they
the
have
edge of my
titties.
bed.
You know what? You know what? Darwin, I'm convinced you almost got taken over by another universe version of you that's a weregoat.
A weregoat who's by no. So I was sitting there in my bed for over an hour contemplating everything. This is while I was writing it down, of course. But I was still like thinking. I was like, huh, huh.
I still think it just means you have too many simps that hit on you.
No, I like to hit on my Sims only with permission. And it's even better if my girlfriend can add on to it. But oh my god, I cannot phrase it enough. Hold on a second. I cannot phrase it enough how deeply this made me question myself. If you've
I
ever
mean, it sounds weird when you're telling it. It sounds weird from an outside perspective. It's got to be fucking weird, man.
no, it was fucking weird. Like it legitimately made me like wonder for a while. Was I straight?
What? Am I
like
real? Am I real? Is this me?
like ever since then, I do not like before then. Okay, this is gonna sound really sus. Oh god, this I'm about to fucking out myself.
We need to
About to
talk this
get
out.
canceled on Twitter.
We need to talk this out.
Okay. Uh Before this point, I had a general put offness towards traps and uh anything with a doing if you catch my drift. And now it's neutral. I don't feel anything.
I mean, at least you're not pining for it. At least it didn't completely change you.
You don't know how terrifying that is to me though. Like I've had
No,
situations where my
no,
dreams have
Darwin.
had like a massive
No,
effect on
Darwin.
me
That
before.
sounds absolutely terrifying to one day wake up and realize I'm not repulsed by the thing I was repulsed by. What's going on?
Yeah, no, it legitimately was. It was absolutely fucking terrifying because I was just sitting there in my bed, like, oh, this is the truth. I picked up my phone and I went to like immediately see something and nothing. Thank God there was not arousal. It was just neutral.
Calls up saying, "A dream made me buy me."
I actually told Zane right away because I was so like fucking jostled by it. I've had dreams, like I had a dream when I was younger where I lived an entire life only to die in a car crash.
Y'all don't normally do that in y'all's dreams?
No, that happens
Um,
regularly. The problem is like
the only dreams that I actually remember kind of just have a lot of naked women in them.
lucky. No,
Most of
for
my
me,
dreams are me living through lives in
I don't remember
different
most of my
fantasy
dreams.
worlds.
yeah, my back.
Like
What?
I don't remember many of my dreams. The only ones I remember are like the really horny ones that were like a long time ago,
Bro, you
like in high
stink.
school.
No. For me, it's a situation where
Like,
certain dreams will leave a lasting effect. Some have actually changed my personality entirely. Like
One
I
time I had
fought
a lucid dream,
Dumbledore.
Wait.
I like
but I lost
fist
control.
fought
I had a
Dumbledore in
gun,
one of
and
my
then I ended up doing
dreams.
something really weird.
Well, like most of my dreams, like after like freshman year of high school, all of my dreams have just been like
That
from what I
don't
can
look
remember, just
the
like
dwarves.
blackness, just darkness. I
If
don't
we had
remember.
Shrub in here,
Bro, you need to what you need to do is you need to eat more fiber. You need to put more fiber in your diet. That'll help you have dreams. This is a joke.
no, apples. Apples make dreams clearer.
So
It
what you
gives you
actually want
clarity.
to
No,
do
it's
is you want
sugar
to
plums.
imagine
It's
something before you go
sugar
to sleep.
plums.
If you can get something going in your mind, then your brain's already primed to do stuff when you're asleep.
No, here's the thing. Like
One
I
time I
dream.
fell
I
asleep
know
while
I dream.
watching.
I just don't know what I dream because every time I wake up, it's always just like blackness is what I remember.
Yeah, that's the thing. You have
I
to
have a
For
question
prime
me,
for
yourself to
it's
y'all.
remember.
apples.
Yeah,
I have a
sure.
Apples
question for
give
y'all.
you
Did y'all
clear.
ever fist fight Dumbledore in your dreams? Because I have done that
No,
multiple times in my Harry Potter dreams.
I once fist fought Darth Vader in my dream. I lost, but I fist fought him.
I
I
once
used
had the ghost of my grandfather tell me to run away from a demon.
I fist
and
fighted
like
Bumblebee
I fight
alongside Twilight
dirty in
Sparkle.
them dreams too. Like I grab his beard and like spin him around by it.
Damn. I didn't
You
know you
are
were
an
that strong.
aggressive woman.
Damn.
You are an aggressive woman.
Have you guys ever
It's
lost
not my
control of a lucid dream?
fault.
What was that
I
question?
think
Have you ever lost control of a lucid dream?
Yeah, it's terrifying.
I have not.
Yeah.
The few times I have lucid
Ah,
dreamed, I have woken myself up.
man, I love
See,
lucid dreaming.
there was one time, I think I had too many apples. Or I lucid dreamed so hard that some mysterious being was out of my sight and gave me this uncanny feeling. And then
oh,
I
you're talking about
actually,
nightmares.
somehow,
Yeah,
for
I
some
suggest you
reason,
don't talk about him at this ungodly hour in the morning.
I just,
At this
a weapon
3:30
summoned
in the
in my
morning.
hand.
Yeah,
And
don't
then I
talk
did
about the
the most
nightmares right
unthinkable
now,
thing.
man. I'm
It's 3:30.
driving.
Yeah,
It's 3:30.
don't talk about
It's
spooky
like
stuff
a,
right now. We ain't a horror podcast. This is like a podcast of why I almost turned gay.
oh, nice.
Mothman.
One time I had a dream about furries. You can guess what happened.
One time I had a
Honestly,
dream
10
about furries.
out of
Darwin,
10.
did you wake
I'm a
up
bear
and see
now.
Mothman? He often shows up in times to warn of danger.
No, I
Your
was in the
ass will
dream.
never be as thick as Mothman's.
What the fuck?
She sent me this
I was in a
meme.
dream, and then
It's a
like
picture.
it was
It's
just
the picture
furry.
of
Oh,
the
my back is
backside
so
of the Mothman
itchy.
statue,
Damn.
and for whatever reason, they gave him the biggest fucking ass.
Yeah, dude, you just gotta give cake to your scary creatures. Look at
I
Cortana.
love it.
Oh
I
my
love it
god.
so much.
Okay, have you guys heard of the chimney fucker?
Okay, you
Oh,
know
hey,
what? We're gonna have
Darwin.
to end off that.
Okay,
Hey,
we're not
Darwin.
gonna talk about
I
that.
replied to your status. Did you get that message?
Yeah, I don't. I'm not gonna humor you with a response to that. Anyways,
Okay.
moving on. Moving on. I just gotta say, fucking hell. Um, definitely one of my favorite aesthetic choices is the bottom lip a color black, or the top lip a color black.
So goth.
Fuck you. Yes, emo
Hey,
and goth.
I
I,
love myself a
I
good black lip.
don't say that. Don't say it like that. Oh my god. Gonna get me canceled on everything. Okay. Oh god, I hope Tag doesn't see this.
Hey, no, hey, Darwin, don't worry. Cancel culture's
Okay,
dying. You'll be fine.
let me rephrase it. I love myself a good black lipstick. Is that
Not much
better?
better. Not much better. Anyways, gonna move on from that. Uh Goth and emo. definitely an interesting little thing. Anyways, if you're still on this video and I haven't edited out anything, the previous future Dar, what the fuck are you doing? This video is
Stop-
51 minutes long. You better get this shit ready. I
cuts
need this stuff
cuts
out by
wait, wait,
tomorrow.
wait. Cuts out the entire video, just leaves the ending, and says goodbye.
if you found this shit funny, join my streams at the same thing. Like,
I'll be there
subscribe,
occasionally. I'll
comment.
be there occasionally.
If you're good enough, you'll get a cookie.
If you're good, you get a cookie. If you
He has
comment
a
with
talking.
Sam
He has a talking
in
bear
my
son. He has a
if you
talking bear son.
yes, I have a talking bear son. If you ever comment with Sam, now anybody who's here comments with Sam, on one of my streams, I have actually a unique little sneak peek thing for that. The code word is Sam.
Ooh.
Get him to make my voice clip of saying those are some massive knockers as a tipping.
Maybe, but anyways, back to the actual exfil, or I forget the outro. Thank you for watching. If you have made it this far, please like and subscribe. I don't want to do this in post again. I
Don't
did it
forget
the
to ring
last
the
3
bell.
times. Don't forget to ring the bell. What else can I add
Question
in?
for in the comments.
Oh yeah,
Would you win in a fist fight against Dumbledore?
Would you win in
Or
a fist
Optimus
fight
Prime.
against Dumbledore? No, not Optimus Prime. That's an automatic loss. Put that down in the comments.
Or Bumblebee.
Would
Shut up.
you win?
Okay.
No magic.
Fist fight.
Dumbledore gets no magic.
Anyways,
Dumbledore.
to actually get this ready to go, like, subscribe, comment. Would you win in a fight against Dumbledore? If you're at my next stream and you put down Sam, there's something funny planned or unique, or maybe I'll just say the line that, hey, maybe I do like femboys. We'll find out.
Oh my god, that's gonna get clipped. Darwin, you're gonna get clipped.
I'm
Bye,
disappointed in
Darwin.
myself. Anyways, this has
Correct.
been me. Thank you for watching. Have a great one. Goodbye.
Daddy's like a